Hey everybody, I'd like to first off thank you to all my new subscribers to the channel. I definitely appreciate it, and to all my viewers as well. And also, tonight's video is going to be slightly different. It's going to be a little longer than my normal videos, excuse me, because of a product that I'm going to be using. I want to show how well it works. No, this is not a review. I don't do those. This is just using a product that I think, at least for me, works really well. And that is the Stirling Bowl. I just got this Friday of last week. It arrived, I think, Thursday or something when I was out of town. And this thing whips up a very quick lather. Now in here, I have a little bit of Derby cream, which Derby doesn't work very well. But the lather I'm going to be building in here is Proraso Green. So I have that soaking right now, along with my boar brush. So normally I do all of this stuff off camera to keep down the time of the videos, but because I want to show how good the bowl is, it didn't make sense to lather off camera. So I'm just going to use some of the soak water, or bloom water, or whatever you want to call it. Just wet the face. I have my boar brush, which is the Omega 10098 over here soaking. There we go. So I have the soaking as well. And then we're going to use the Marco method and load really heavy. Even though I am using a little bit of that the Derby cream, the green cream, which is also mentholated. So I want to add a little bit more menthol to this shave on a very cold January evening in Utah, because why not? All right, so there is the soap. You can kind of see there's still a decent amount there. I'm going to use the Marco method, slightly modified. So I'm going to shake out a little bit of the water, but not a ton, and then just go right to the bowl, or right to the puck. Because I'm using a good boar with good backbone, a soft crope anyway that's also been blooming, and a wet brush, and that's loading super fast. Is probably more than enough. And that should be decent right there. I'll go a little bit more. I don't need to do a head shave tonight. I already did that last night. So we'll just take this, kind of place that there, and we'll just take all this excess, and why not place that in the bowl as well. Now the Marco method is really good if you're trying to really get through some soaps. Or if you have a hard soap, like a triple milled puck of, Williams Mug soap, or Hoslinger, or even if you have something along the lines of Barrister and Man that's you've had for a while and it's kind of dried out, you can soak it and load. That's my good load there. Now, here is my bowl. Just a couple swirls here. You can see it's already building up a decent lather. It's still a little airy, but look at that, that's just a few seconds. So I've already seen the brush, the bowl, and the soaps, cropes, creams, whatever. The eraser I'm going to use tonight is one that I haven't used. I used it on video before, but I don't think I've used it since that video, and that is the Valet Autostrop. Now, I've had the Autostrop for quite some time. I got that in a trade with Josh Morris from over at Redbeard Shades, or Redbeard Shaving Lounge's Facebook group, and his channel. Now, if you don't follow Josh, I highly recommend it. He does head shaves, has a cool beard, that's why he's Redbeard Shaves. But he has a lot of good products, a lot of good insights, especially if you're a head shaver. Definitely someone that's good to watch. And but I know I just looked today and he hasn't posted a video in about a month. He just recently moved. I know he's closer to his in-laws who are having some health issues, if I remember correctly. And he's just taking some time and helping out his in-laws. And I know he's been working a lot too. I talked to him not too long ago. Okay, just look at that. And that's just a quick lather. A little bit airy still, but should be okay. More than enough. More than enough. Look at that. That's just a ton of lather. Probably could continue to work this a little bit and beat down some of the air bubbles. And go. We'll just take this to the face, kind of work it there. So I did apply the soaking water here. And we'll just kind of get going. So the cool thing with the Stirling Bowl is that it does whip up the lather really quickly. Also using a good bore brush that was generously gifted to me that I really thoroughly enjoy using. It's one of my favorite brushes. And it's prompted me to get at least 2 more bores. I also bought the 10048 when I was up at Maggard's. And I also got the Stirling board, which is currently in the process of soaking to break in. There we go. Not a bad lather. So now we'll get the 6.5 minutes in. At least I'm lathered this time. So we'll get the Autostrop warmed up. So this has a D-spined gem PTFE blade in it. I did use the strop to strop this blade prior to the shave, before I got in the shower. And that's just this little toggle button right here. Just pull it up, you can flip the blade, and it's also how you replace it. This is in really good condition, except for this little spot right there that holds the blade in. That's a little, that was damaged. So, but I can still get the blade in and out. I've taken this one a few times. I have some of the original blades as well that say Valet on them, but I haven't dared use those. I want to keep those kind of pristine if I can. Not used to the angle on this one. As I mentioned, I haven't used this since my last video with this razor actually. It does have a little bit of blade feel. Kind of that open comb feel to it. And it's an open comb with a lot of blade exposure. But the blade gap is not that much, but it does have a significant amount of blade feel. And if you can hear, a lot of audio feedback as well. This is a good razor. I don't know why I don't use this more often. I think last time I found it a little bit too mild, but it's definitely has a good blade feel to it. It feels like it's doing pretty well. Maybe I have used this once since my video where I used this. I think I might have. Because I think this blade has 3 uses on it. I don't know, could be wrong. Feels like the soap could be slightly wetter, but overall not bad. Did I lose a hair? I think that's not from the brush. So add just a little bit more water to the face. Feel that menthol kick in too. And go back. The great thing with the Proraso is you get the menthol, and you add the Derby cream, and it gives you more menthol. There we go. You just saw that bowl whipped up that lather real fast. This is very head heavy with this nice small thin handle. I do like the feedback on this. Even the handle feels just a little different. Ooh. Man, that's good. I think I maybe should have a bad angle last time I used this. It's doing really... You'd be cutting pretty good tonight. Wow. That is holding up pretty well. Face isn't feeling too bad. Still have plenty of lather in this bowl. We'll just go back and scoop out more. Why not? Third pass, don't need a huge voluminous lather, but you have the soap. Why not use it? And this is the first time I've used the Marco method and gone to the bowl. Normally use that and I go to the face. But the Stirling bowl is really, really good. It's I got it because, one, it's $6 on Stirling's website. You can fold flat, which makes it great for travel. I've seen a lot of people use it, and they rave about how good the performance is. So I figured with the amount of travel and everything I do, why not get something? I mean, I have the very nice silicone bowl, which I absolutely love. The PAA Indestructible Intergalactic Shatterproof Travel Scuttle, which is also really awesome. And then another bowl that I made when I first started, that's a nice hard bowl. But sometimes you're going someplace, at least for me, I don't know if my hotel's gonna have a microwave or a refrigerator in the room, so I don't want to take the scuttle. The silicone bowl from Vanillé is fantastic, but I've also found that if you have a really hard sample, that's really dried out and just becomes super hard, it can have a little difficult time lathering those samples. Just with really hard soap because there's no rigidity to the bowl. If you soak the soap in the bowl and then build your lather, it works better. But sometimes you don't always want to do that. You want something a bit more, has structure to it, doesn't take up a lot of space. And the Stirling bowl definitely does that. Yeah, this is a slightly mild, or just my bad angle. I have to go over and do some cleanup on here. Some kind of hair. Now I come and have a little bump right here that I usually get. Doesn't matter what razor I use. That's not a bad shave. Touches the normal spots, but I even get that with razors that are really efficient, like the Saber and Plate 2, or the Stirling, or even the Future. Have the normal touch-up spots. Which are right here in this hollow of my neck. And over here in the chin. We'll just get these real quick. We'll take care of this little teeny weeper. That looks worse than it actually is. We'll take care of that afterwards. Decent residual slickness. And Proraso is not the best stuff, but it's actually not the worst. This and that seeing in there, it sounds like it's getting some good stubble. Actually, this isn't actually having a lot of sense. This video is not too much longer than my normal videos. Not bad. make one, I'll try to do a Dave Card speed run on the shave. See if I can get him under like 10 minutes. And that's after, you know, lather fill and everything else. But he does this with the Chevette, and that's dang impressive. Huh. There you go. There, not bad. One little weeper. Because I always get one right here when I go across it. But look at that lather still in that bowl. Still plenty of lather. That stuff whipped up fast. So highly recommend these bowls. They're dirt cheap, $6. And you can get those from Stirling's website, and they ship pretty quick too. This was honestly my first order with Stirling. Don't know why it took so long to order from them. I kind of regret it took so long. Because they're, the first time I used that, the Stirling Spice, I was impressed with the performance. I mean, it's a dang good performer. If you haven't tried Stirling yet, definitely give them a shot. Highly recommend it. The performance is outstanding, and the price for you pay for them as well, like $15 for almost 6 ounces of soap. Super cheap. Great service. Can't go wrong. So as I was saying, one thing I like with this bowl, what really sold me on it, was it has plenty of area to lather, and then when you're done, after it's dry, there you go, folds up flat, takes up almost very little space, and these little ridges line up perfectly there. So, great little bowl, easy to use, dry, whips up a lather very quickly, very voluminous lather with a boar synthetic. I haven't used a badger in that brush yet, or in the bowl yet, but didn't lose any hairs on my Omega, so that's always a good thing as well. But that'll do it for me for this evening. Try to keep this under 25 minutes. I'll take care of the rest of the cleanup off camera. So again, thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope to catch you guys later on.